What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Q&A video. And today I'm going to be doing one on Injustice 2. So let's get it started. Of course, as always, if you have your own question, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section. I do look through every single comment of these Q&As, pretty much all my videos, but especially the Q&As, so I could get some of these questions. I have a lot actually for Injustice 2. So let's get started here. Aiden asks, what are a few things you want most in Injustice 2? So, since we pretty much know what Injustice 2 is going to be, it's going to be, Injustice, upscaled, new graphics, new characters, just a way better version of the first Injustice. That's what Injustice 2 is going to be. They're not going to, stray away from the formula, sort of say. But there is one thing that's in the game that's coming, that's a new feature that I actually wanted something like that of, which is some way to avoid projectiles. And you guys know that the screen in Injustice is huge. Like whenever you back up, when your character goes to one end of the screen and your opponent goes to the other end, the screen is gigantic. And they do this because obviously they have superheroes with superpowers, flying all over the place. Superman, Supergirl, all these characters have, floats, they have air dashes, so it's a way for them to make the gameplay seem really smooth. Superhero fighting versus a superhero with all their crazy powers. But what that problem, or what that poses a problem, is in zoning. Injustice at the start, I didn't play it personally, but I did see people play Injustice at the start back in 2013, and a lot of people were complaining about zoning because the screen was too big. So they definitely put in something to remedy that, which is if you dash forward twice and you press the right trigger button or your meter burn button, or what would be a block button in Mortal Kombat X, it actually meter burns your forward dash, turning it into a roll, which is invincible to anything. I believe you can grab out of it, so I don't think you can use the roll to wake up, if you know what I mean. Maybe you can, who knows. If you could actually spend the borrowed meter to have an invincible roll that goes really fast to the other side of your opponent, that's going to be really good. But a way to counter projectiles is definitely good. The roll, even if you do spend the borrowed meter, it's still worth it because you get in your face, or in your opponent's face, almost immediately. People who have played it said that it's really fast. So that's one positive thing that I do like. Another thing that they're adding into the game is the ability to customize your costumes with like different colors, etc., etc. I never knew that they were going to have like this gear system where you're going to be able to customize a lot of things, but I did want a lot of costume variety, and being able to customize the color of your gear and all that, it's going to provide more like costume choices, if you know what I mean. So that's definitely a plus. And the number one thing that I think myself and everyone wants in Injustice is the amazing Mortal Kombat XL netcode, which will be carrying over. It's already been confirmed by the actual person that worked on the MKXL netcode. He actually confirmed that this netcode is going to be coming to Injustice 2. So that is a huge positive. And those are like the main things that I want in the game. We know what Injustice 2 is going to be. So all we have to do is just practice some Injustice if we want to get used to, the gameplay mechanics of Injustice 2. So moving on here, Wild Hunter asked, when Injustice 2 comes out, will there be more MKX tournaments? And the answer is yes. There will always be Mortal Kombat X tournaments. The same way when Injustice came out, there were still Mortal Kombat 9 tournaments, and a lot of times more people wanted to play Mortal Kombat 9 than Injustice. So it's going to be the same thing with Injustice. I was in the Call of Duty community for a really long time. When a new Call of Duty comes out, it's the hotness for the first couple months, and then people start going back to the older games because they want to, be familiar with something that they're good at. Like, for example, if I suck at Injustice 2, I will outrightly tell you guys that I suck at Injustice 2. But the difference is I'm not going to be abandoning Mortal Kombat X. I'm always going to be playing it, and it's going to happen with the professionals as well. There's always going to be Mortal Kombat X tournaments. They're not going to be featured in like grand finals, or they won't be on the main streams. They won't be like the main finals of NetherRealm games in big tournaments anymore. It's going to be like side tournaments, you know, maybe a Saturday grand finals, stuff like that. But there definitely will be some more MKX tournaments, you know, in the upcoming year after Injustice 2 comes out. So no need to worry about that. Hollow Point asks, what's your favorite super move so far? And I definitely think that Supergirl has the best super move. Like, it is crazy. She takes you around the sun and she throws you back to Earth's orbit, and then she shoots you with her heat vision, and you know, the camera's all zoomed into her face. The heat vision looks awesome. I definitely think that is the best super, in my opinion. Of course, a lot of people are going to disagree and say that Aquaman super is the best, which, you know, there's an argument to be made there because Aquaman super is in fucking insane, and I think there's gonna be a lot of surprises when it comes to supers. Like with some characters, I think Superman's super was probably better in the first Injustice. I'm not gonna lie, kind of like it more in the first Injustice. It's not like I wanted Superman's to be like way more over the top than it is. I think Batman has a really sick one, where he uses one of his you know, airplanes to his advantage, you know, something that Batman will definitely do. It's pretty sick. But Aquaman and Supergirl definitely have the best ones, but in my opinion, my favorite is Supergirl. So moving on here, Austin asks, if any Mortal Kombat characters was to be DLC characters for Injustice 2, what characters would it be? And I definitely think that there will be at least one Mortal Kombat character that will make it into Injustice 2, and the character that I think will make it into Injustice 2 as a DLC from Mortal Kombat will be Sub-Zero. You guys could quote me on this if you want. Come back to this video in the future when they announce who the DLC characters are going to be. There will be one Mortal Kombat character, and I definitely think it's going to be Sub-Zero. I was actually thinking about this the other day, about his trait. Maybe they could have his trait be the, you know, sort of ice aura from Unbreakable Sub-Zero. And then obviously have the ice clone be one of his moves, have the hammer be one of his moves. You know, just combine everything that they put into Sub-Zero's variations from Mortal Kombat X, combine it all into, you know, a nice little package for an Injustice Sub-Zero. I was gonna say Injustice 2 is the same shit. Injustice 2, Sub-Zero. And I can't wait to see how they design his costume. It's gonna be awesome. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.